Hello students, again I am back here with your lesson 3 history, the making of a global world explanation. In my previous video I explained you about the pre-modern world. I explained you the Silk Route, different kinds of food which traveled from one part of the world to another. I explained you about the conquest, the discovery and trade also. I explained the new countries or continents which were being discovered like Asia, African and America. Then I explained you the types of movements which includes the flow of trade, flow of labor and movement of capital. Now we'll start with how world economy takes shape in 19th century. In 19th century, time period, so the whole world was changing from the uh, pre-modern world to modern world. So there was slight changes. Now what were these changes, or what how the countries changed? They have given one example here. They have taken an example of the Britain country only. The Britain was there the corn law was introduced. So actually the corn law was the restrictions on the import of corn in Britain. It was introduced by the British government only just to help the farmers of their own country so that they could sell their own crops at high rates. But when this corn law was introduced, during that time only the population of Britain increased and the demand for food also increased. This automatically increased the prices of the food, which actually helps to earn the profit to the farmers only. But the industrialists or those who were doing the who were living in the cities, urban dwellers, we can say the people who were living in the urban areas, they were to pay high prices for food as the demand was high and the supply of things were very less. So the industrialists and the urban dwellers started asking for the abolition of corn law, that corn law should now reduce so that the import of food items from the other part of the world should be increased in the country. So because of this, because of when the corn law was abolished, trade increased in Britain. Trade, that means export and import of the goods. Consumption of food increased. Now the food crops from different part of the world was available, so the consumption of food also increased in Britain. Because of this consumption only, and because of the more trading relations with other part of the world, certain railways and ports, certain countries started developing railways and ports. They started constructing also as the things were to be exported or imported to the other countries. So this again helps a new uh, era to come. That was the role of technology in making global world. One more thing was added in that, and that was the role of technology. So role of technology, earlier this example I would like to explain. A simple example they have already explained you, like this railway, steamships and even the telegraph system was also invented during that era, because things were to be exported or imported, or the trade relations were to be established in other part of the world. So for example, they have taken one example also, like the other technology also increased. So there they have taken the example of refrigerated ships. And to explain this, I would like to take an example as it is given in your book also, the example of meat. Earlier, when the ships were not having refrigerators, the animals were used to shift from one country to the another, and they were being packed on the ships, and the animals have to be on the ships itself for 5 to 6 months, as they have to travel from one part of the world to another. But in between the path, or in between the voyage to the other part of the world, some of the animals died, because of the starvation. Some of the animals were not fit for eating, and some of the animals reduced their weight. This helps the this doesn't help this didn't help at all the persons, those who were trading this meat. They were not helping in earning any kind of profit. Rather, the prices of those meat was very high. So the refrigerator ships made this possible. To earn, like earning profit from this trade, it was been helpful. Now the animals, because the ships were having refrigerator, so animals were slaughtered. Slaughtered means काटना. Animals were slaughtered for food. उनको काट के, and from the starting point, like if they have it has to be traveled from America, Australia or New Zealand. So they were cut down, slaughtered, pieces were made, and then transported to Europe as frozen meat. फिर उसको frozen meat की तरह उनको वहाँ तक भेजा जाता था, स्पेशली इन द यूरोपियन पार्ट. सो दिस रिड्यूस शिपिंग कॉस्ट. इससे क्या हुआ, शिपिंग कॉस्ट जो थी वो कम हो गई. क्यों? एनिमल्स को जब लेके जाना था तो एनिमल्स बहुत बड़े एरिया में आ रहे हैं, और जो मीट है वो क्योंकि पहले से स्लॉटर है, कटा हुआ है, उसको अच्छे से पैक करके उन्होंने डाल रहे हैं, तो लॉट ऑफ मीट कैन बी सोल्ड आउट. और एनिमल्स को लेके जाने में तो उनके बहुत सारे एनिमल्स वैसे ही मर जाते थे. So it lowered the meat prices. So meat prices were reduced, and this helped the traders also, as well as the people who were consuming the meat. जो मीट खा रहे थे उनको भी बड़ा हेल्पफुल हुआ, as on minimum prices only they also started getting the meat at lower prices. Now is your colonialism in the late 19th century. I am talking about the changing shape of the वर्ल्ड इन द 19th century. तो 19th century में अगर ट्रेड रिलेशंस इस्टेब्लिश हुए बिटवीन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़, तो हमारे कुछ ड्रॉबैक्स भी हुए. उनमें हम सबसे पहला इंपॉर्टेंट नेम आता है हमारा कोलोनलिज्म. सो इट इज़ इन द 19th century only when the particular power started ruling on the other part of the countries of the world. Those who were powerful, they started controlling over the weak and the backward nations. So colonies lose their political freedom. They were not free now. So it suffers from painful social and economical changes. For example, European rule in Africa. European powers ruled in Africa. Even in the America was also being ruled by the Portuguese. Africans were not ready to work in low wages. So Africa, uh, where there earlier it was having a very rich country because of its animal stock, but when the disease called Renderpest reached there, it their animal stock, 90% of the animal stock was killed, and due to this they were forced to do the wages work, or at low wages also. So the loss of cattle destroy African livelihood. So these are the things which were the part of the 19th century world. In the world peoples, the different types of situations were being forced by the people, were faced by the people, sorry. So next is your heading, causes of Great Depression. This is the next heading which I will take in my next class, in next period.